Any other question? Yeah, feel free. Feel free. Yeah. We got, yeah.
So what will be the best answer for the question, why do you want to join defense services?
That answer you got to give. See, if I answer that question like a boy, then of course there's a charm of flying and like uniform. But I got to answer it like a man who wants to contribute to his nation. Yeah? So, what would I contribute? Think about it. The moment you come to know about armed forces and the equipment they use and your own soft skills and knowledge level, I'm going to contribute it like this. See, there's a difference between this crowd, which is preparing for becoming an officer, and Jawans. A Jawan may not be fully able to cooperate with his intellect, or rather contribute with his intellect. You got to contribute with your intellect. And therefore think, and you'll get the right answers. So you will be able to choose the right service. You see, if you are in a particular branch, why should you be thinking about becoming a commando? Say, if you are electrical engineer, why should you be thinking about becoming a commando? But if you have done electrical engineering just to get a graduate degree, and yet you want to become a commando because your physical fitness is of the level that you will be able to contribute a lot to this nation by being a commando, okay, be a marine commando, be my guest, I'll be the happiest man. Yeah, anybody else? You can ask questions, yeah.
Sir, some guys firstly planned for a soldier, and
Yeah.
then they planned for to qualify as an officer in SCO.
Yeah.
So how do you see this plan?
I don't see it good. Why? Because it clearly shows lack of confidence. I just explained that if you are made to be an officer and you target to become a clerk, you are not utilizing your full potential. Anyway, lots of year would go waste where you could have contributed as an officer when you would be a Jawan. In fact, that time you should have been contributing as an officer. So that's not a good travel path, unless somebody has got some economic situation at home where he immediately needs a job. So then yes, I fully agree that then your personal ambitions have to be kept on a lower key, and you got to look after your family, and therefore you need a job and you join. That's the difference. Yeah, you see.
So whenever we're asked to speak about our weaknesses or write about our weaknesses, what exactly should we highlight without making it sound too negative?
Okay. Your weaknesses are your weaknesses. Believe you me, the interviewer or the GT or the psychologist knows of it. I can assure you that they are professional enough. Now, how do you put it in words? So never say, I'm poor in communication skills. Always say, I need to further improve my communication skills. The very fact that you're sitting in this class means you have some communication skills. Otherwise, you won't be sitting in this class, I know it. You would be sitting in, some other class, probably to become a clerk or to become a Jawan or, to become somebody else, not an officer. So, now you have good communication skills, but don't stay there. If this is the required level to which your communication skills are acceptable. You're at this level, I know it. But I would expect you to further improve and come at this level. So this is an advantage, at least in this quality. Because in some qualities you would be, you would be at the borderline. There, this gap which you have traversed would help you. So, personally, if you ask me, I need to improve in all 15 qualities throughout my life. Throughout my life. But he's asking me my weakness. So what do I say? I say, sir, some of my weaknesses are, and I start from the bottom one, which I think is for this job, and then move second last, third last, fourth last, like that. And at times it happens, you tell him 2 weaknesses, he says no, 2 more. What? So you tell him 2 more, so 4. I say no, 2 more. So you can always say कि सर अब तो मेरा अच्छी क्वालिटीज का नंबर आ गया है. You know? Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah.
Sir, my question to you would be, when talking about repeaters and freshers, don't you think repeaters have an edge over freshers in terms of experience? They have already appeared for SSB once or twice.
Okay, yeah, a good question, a genuine concern. See, what is a repeater? If you come to coaching here in SSB class, every day we are doing group discussion. He has done his group discussion only once during his last SSB, 6 months back, 2 months back, 1 month back. You are doing it here on a regular basis. So you are more experienced. But that is not the game. But that is not the game. The game is not about group discussion, physical fitness. The game is about, the game is about qualities. So my first job of yours is to learn which tests are given there. 1. And second, we have got to improve in our qualities. We have got to improve in all qualities. But how to do it? Only a commander can do. Yeah? For example, कि आपको ये तो कोई भी बता देगा, आपकी तबीयत खराब लग रही है. क्या खराब है, स्पेशलिस्ट ही बताएगा. That is the difference. So, sister, it's not about repeaters and freshers. It's about I got to have better qualities, so much so that they accept. That's it.